Just to check, is that working for y'all as a share screen?
Yep.
Awesome. So yeah, what is on the projector I am currently sharing, I'm going to keep it that way. And the other screen will have all the shenanigans. Sound good?
Works for me.
Awesome.
actually I think I brought up the scanner itself. Google doing the modding and stuff for that, and like they'll bring some like together video clips and stuff like that to kind of spice this up. People start upload custom like animations for like scenes or like your character, or whether like climbing a fence or like running or like dancing or something like that, stretching and going. Really getting like very creative with the edits there.
Do I share this post?
You're talking about using a different browser. It does have its own browser, right?
No, it doesn't have its own browser, yeah. The only thing is like their store, that's like an application people get out of it.
So why do we have a camera on the floor?
Yeah.
Whose camera is that?
I
don't know. You're viewing Matt Thompson's screen. You should probably tell that's his.
Yeah.
Oh, no, that's Canal.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure my 3DS has like a browser. It's too useful. Like you just have yourself a tablet at that point.
So now we're sharing his screen, and we've got that as the camera. Yep. So now that's probably good for right now. So let me see if I can screen another.
Next video and stuff like that. They like to make from like weird stuff and then push it.
Camera.
I got it done in this school. It was supposed to get it. And then one of those slide keyboards, but for a long time I bought those, and I'm still not very good at typing on the screen. I think because I learned all the little tiny like slide keys.
So that other camera was like, it was behind the stage shooting back. Did you like that look? I thought it was actually kind of cool. Yeah, there's going to be, that's where Canal's laptop is going to be once he gets it up here. So then you have to
get to like the third number or the third letter on that number. Yeah, so you could do that. You could take 3 times where you said, I think it's not like the how I called that, but yeah.
We have one person watching.
Based on that combination, you can like suggest like I didn't have a smartphone until I graduated college. But I will make fun of me for because I had a flip phone all through college. Yeah, that was like this one was the thing when I started college. So like slowly like people adopted it. There was like the like semi-smart kind of
Use the bathroom.
like like a touch screen, but like really like didn't have all of the apps and stuff.
Are you being silly? Yes, I am. Are you recording Are you pushing audio out from right there? Yes.
Oh. Hello. Wow, so many people.
By the way, that's actually my background. I did not change it.
Nice. That's cool. Hey, Canal, how do I share this?
Share what?
The link to the Facebook stream. Like, there's no place to share the link.
Oh, I think you have to go onto Facebook, see where it's live right now, and then share from there.
Okay, I did it that way.
Yeah.
Where else should I share it to besides IndieNomicon?
IndieNomicon community, IndieNomicon.
Done.
Do it on your personal.
Done.
Maybe Orlando Tech. That
Okay.
group. Yeah, I think those are the main ones.
It's stupid I can't share it from within here.
No, I know. It would be so much better.
Pikachu! Yeah. I know nothing about Pokemon. 3 people just heard you say that. I hope you guys are enjoying this live banter from the Space Jam. Pikachu?
Hope you like this. You're going to be watching it for a while.
Oh my. Awesome.
10-hour loop.
A 10-hour loop of Ryan Reynolds Pikachu dancing.
That's Pikachu. Well, that's Ryan Reynolds Pikachu.
I'm kidding.
Can we get some audio?
Yes, but we were going to meet until people come in because I'm currently playing through the thing Kamal sent me.
Gotcha. We have an open mic in here, just so you guys know.
So you can hear us?
Facebook Live, yeah. They probably can't hear you, like, yeah.
I mean, do y'all want me to turn on the music for that?
Probably should move away.
No. Is there, I was going to ask, is there any audio in this video or is it stay?
This one.
That's how it's
So, I'm trying to figure out which mic. See, if I open a mic here, it's going to mess with your audio. Your mic will? Oh, we need audio going into Zoom. I guess who's going to do that? But, are they going to be able to hear in the booth? Does the microphone put audio into the booth? Oh, yeah. So, I mean, it should be because it's going to be everywhere. But, I'm going to go up there and ask that question because otherwise people in Zoom aren't going to be able to hear audio. Because there used to be a microphone putting out audio.
This is literally what Kamal sent me to play, so.
No, I know his Indie Galactic Space Jam playlist.
Well, I believe because right now, so you can see what's going on right there on the computer, right? That is because that screen is being printed. I believe that means that the audio goes with it, but I'm not sure.
But the audio, that's coming from the computer.
Right now, over through here, it's coming through the computer. Yeah. But I
How
still.
about the PA? The PA is going to be where the microphone.
Oh, yeah, no, that I'm not picking up at all.
Okay, that's what we need.
Yes, we need a computer. We do need. We did last time. Yeah, I think the audio is going to need to come through a different channel. If we want to take that, right.
Everybody get up, it's time to slam now. We got a real jam going now. Welcome to the Space Jam. It's your chance to your dance at the Space Jam. Alright. Everybody get up, it's time to slam now. We got a real jam going now.
get about 7 people viewing on Facebook. Did you figure out your audio problem? I'm sorry, when you're talking to me about it, I'm like, this is another language I don't really know what you're getting at.
Tell me how close I am to my quarter.
You what?
I should be at the same time exactly.
So here, where my finger is.
Right now,
Okay, everyone, are we live? Are we live? It'll take a few seconds. We're going to and we're stopped.
Where are they
Okay,
broadcasting?
we're on the internet. Hello, everyone. So, it's me, Galactic, for the 8 people who watch the recast on our YouTube channel. So I'm here with Dee, who is my new co-host.
Why are we posting what I recorded last year?
Lady Hillary King. And so we are here as the IndieNomicon.
One of the computers, I guess.
Presentation is going to begin momentarily. And so we're just kind of here to warm you guys up before we start.
I don't think this is on because are you getting power? I'm not.
So,
Are you getting power?
I don't know.
I don't know if this is on.
I think that's off. Now it's on. There we go.
Okay. I just realized my battery was half dead.
This is what I was trying to say to Chad yesterday. We should all hop into a back production talk group. That way we're all in Discord
Yeah.
talk group. But
I mean, we could use any of them. Nobody else.
The Zoom call was not muted on that computer, so anything that was you were picking up here was going through speakers and back in through your computer. So.
How do you show my camera?
So know that you're going to have 2 open mics over here.
Okay.
Anything we say here, Zoom is going to hear.
Okay.
So basically that makes you the host.
Okay.
So,
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Space Jam. I think across all 3 platforms we have about 15 people. I'm probably also live on Facebook. There's a bunch of confused people in Discord.
so this is putting on.
I see you, Carl. acting like a weirdo again for a bit just to be entertaining?
It doesn't change no matter how much you stare at it.
We're live with like 5 people, so I'm just being entertaining.
Ah. What, is Pikachu not entertaining enough? Pikachu with big waves?
So much for starting at 7 o'clock. Oh, I knew we were. I have no idea. But it's Pikachu, do you not see?
It's Pikachu dancing to football music. What do you want?
All right, everyone. Looks like our jammers are coming in. Hopefully, we'll actually be presenting within like 15, 20 minutes. But if you've ever been to one of these shows, you know how on time we really are.
The music was good for the full 15 minutes it lasted. Everything's set up to the best of my knowledge and best of my ability. That I'm not sure. It would be better. No, it might be better. Let me set up yeah, that's going to be a lot. Because every situation that took a change in my head of how to do that is would require some project plugging and unplugging. If anything that does not really immediately just like this.
get in. Yeah, I'm a little worried about how precarious these are. Oh. Which one do you want to do this with? Because he's putting up his laptop there to make it an input. Oh. Honestly, you can go talk to him about it, because I don't know enough about this to be a subject matter expert.
Well, I mean, I can see there's no top line.
Okay.
This is my monitor right here.
Yeah.
This is basically like a participant
Yeah.
right here.
Yeah.
And I'm using that to hear what other people hear.
Yeah.
You know, so like, if I pick up the mic right now.
Well, the idea is that's going to be the hot.
Well, if that's going to be the hot mic, then
It's fine. Put her hands out. No. She'd be fine if that was the case.
So,
Yeah. So I would honestly go talk to Canal and figure out what's going on, because I don't know.
How's it going?
are you going to run that as an open mic?
I can have that one be the mic is on and everybody else is muted.
Yeah, can we try that? Just
Sure.
to make sure.
How's it working?
I'm actually going to log into Facebook and see.
Okay.
It looks like it's working good. We've got like 8 people here.
And then where's the stream on? Is that Facebook stream? That,
Right here.
and where did you post it on IndieNomicon, right? Okay, let me like just start sharing.
Yeah, go crazy sharing it, Janelle. Oh, that's fine. Nobody's here for that. Did you just stand on stage and talk to me? Hang on, it's like 15-second lag. I think it's good.
Really, what we need to be doing is just we just need to design all this stuff.
I do. Hang on, I'm gonna switch these around. I'm trying not to run all my programs because, like, when I do, like, my battery just gets shot. I'm willing to work with you. What are you doing? So I'm trying to run a present of one of the minor planetary adventures. Okay. Sorry, we're streaming here. Okay. Yeah, but like we're still on the battery thing.
So when they have a speaker, if you swing over here, you can see where he's got.
I can't. Yeah.
There's another outlet on the other side. So it's clear to use this one.
Hello, Space Jammers. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? We're here at the Galactic Space Jam. I'm testing the audio, but I'm like almost 30 seconds behind you guys. And can you hear me from up here? Part of all music. What?
Are you going to be talking to the microphone with the...
I don't talk on the mic. I'm just messing with people on the Facebook chat.
Because I know yesterday I didn't detect you guys. Someone tested it without the thing on, so it sounded a bit muffled. So,
Yeah.
I think we get it.
got pretty much the whole house covered right there. That's programmed, so that's going to be what people on Zoom are watching. That's the screen.
And then eventually, like, when this, well, I think that's good. And then, the screen will be there.
Yeah.
When your screen is Zoom, is this how it looks?
That's exactly how it looks. So like now, my
Good choice, good choice.
Oh, you turn around.
You guys are aware you're on camera for everyone on Facebook. I got enough now. You wanted a picture of the setup. No, I don't.
I think they're on the last game.
What?
I think the judges are on the last game. I think,
Okay.
So.
We've got 5 people streaming on Facebook.
Yeah.
We're sharing from the IndieNomicon page. So if anywhere we could share it.
Okay. Yeah. I mean,
Facebook streaming is weird unless you're streaming through OBS.
yeah. Well, it's its own experiment, so all the live stuff. So, cool.
Ted knows more about Facebook streaming than me, but he's Dungeoning and Dragonings right now.
Okay. Nice stuff.
I'm gonna check on judges, see what they've done.
Okay.
Doing jet, but I think they're pretty close.
Are they? How are they judging the virtual jammers?
I'm not quite sure.
Okay.
So someone was showing off a game. They might be judging one of the virtual ones now. They might like download it to local machine, but I'm not sure. I don't know for sure.
There's 2 games. One is a team from the game space. And one is one man.
Okay.
The country.
Yeah. I'm not sure.
Okay. So you got more people coming in though.
Yeah. Yeah, they're doing interviews with people coming in too, so people like coming kind of slowly.
Oh yeah, Dave's interviewing people. So
Yeah.
they're coming in.
Yeah, they're gonna stagger it come in. So, cool.
Oh yeah, I agree.
announcement because we are getting close to starting this year. Gonna put on a little bit more.
So when you share it, you can see.
got all your toys, man. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, we were trying to give everybody a little bit. Yeah, that's what it looks like. What's that? Oh, okay, okay. Got It's like if you are, it should be fine.
Paul, is that you? Paul, you're holding on. Paul, why don't you do it?
fancy spot right out of nowhere.
So weird to hear my voice from 2 years ago. Oh.
They're done deliberating, so the judges are on their way in.
Okay.
Yes.
Mic's open.
What did they say? They just said, you know, they're done deliberating, so we need to be out here in about an hour, but that's also why we're doing the presentations with videos and not actual gameplay demos, because we don't want to waste time setting up between games, like we've done in the past so many times.
Yep. As long as we don't have like health cam again, because that was ridiculous.
Health cam was it like we've had that.
We have to be out of here by 9.
That's the goal.
That's the goal. We don't have to be out of here.
Alrighty, so as we finish that 10 hours of Pikachu, we are wrapping up with the judges. Yes. So we'll bring it back up so we can finish all that out. So I know we want to do the both in hours. I'm just going to do some audio checks real fast. So just make sure you can hear me as I go this. Icicle. Popsicle. Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. Ooh, yeah, we're all good? Okay, just checking. So yeah, those judges are finishing up. We're going to make sure all of this is looking nice and shiny. So when we have that live stream available, they can see it all too, right? Not just us. And here is Kuno.
Thank you. It takes a really long time to travel through space, but also game jam. So most of the time it's very slow, very boring. Yeah, so we made it very realistic. But the judges have deliberated. All of you completed your games. My daughter's here on stage. Too shy. So the last Space Jam happened 2 years ago. She couldn't do any of this. I do have a picture from like 2 years ago where she was just like a baby, and now she's not. So it'll be good to see it before and after. So thank you all for all the energy and time you put in over the weekend. I know it's very high stress, all the way up until the last minute. I know some of the teams were like just trying to get it working, just trying to get the build right, and you guys all learned something. So I really appreciate that. Tonight's presentation, like most Space Jams, something goes wrong. It almost happens, but people always get through it. So we're going to be presenting games. Thankfully, many of you submitted videos. So we're going to play through the videos, but we're going to call the team down here so you guys can introduce yourselves and how you felt about the weekend. So that way we get a chance to see what you guys did, who you are, and the actual live demos and things like that. We'll probably save that for another event coming forward, just so we can get through everything. So as I get through the slide deck, then we'll list out the order which we want people to come down. So Matt, you want to get the presentation up? And of course, thank you to all the sponsors that made Indie Galactic Space Jam 2021 possible. We couldn't really do it without you. All the food, all the shirts, all the things that go into making the event happen, and especially after almost 2 years away, we really appreciate it from all of you. Matt, next slide. Special thanks to our premier sponsors, Space Florida, who has supported us almost every single year since its inception, City of Orlando, and the Orange County Cluster Initiative, who joined in this year. And my dog, also a major supporter. And somebody let in, multitasking. All right, Matt, next. Yeah, so we definitely took notice. There's a lot of footage captured over this weekend of all of you working. Probably when you didn't even realize somebody was recording you. I hope that doesn't sound too creepy, but this is going to be turned into a pretty awesome Space Jam trailer and set of videos that you'll see throughout the whole coming year, all the way up until next year's Space Jam. So be on the lookout, on social media and posts. All of you are famous. Next slide. More shots. It gets cold up there sometimes, so it's nice. Cold in space. Next slide. Oh, and so some of you did wear very spacey shirts. Some of you did post online, and we did catch this. There were 2 shirts in particular that were, I think, like unanimously everybody went, whoa, that was amazing. And so instead of it being the best shirt, we're going to give it to 2 people. And thankfully, we have 2 controllers. So we're going to unveil that, and I'm going to give you guys controllers, and come on down to the stage just to accept them. So maybe next slide has a picture of who these people were. And that's it. So these are Space Jam themed Xbox controllers. Use them well, and appreciate you guys being definitely on stage. Right. Next slide. Yeah, so we had a dome again this year. This is a special interest because a lot of planetarium domes out there don't have great content. And I think that should change. So last year we began this process where we had a dome available and people made games for that. And I think maybe by next year it's very possible that Space Jam can play a big part in releasing games to the rest of the world. All these planetariums all around the world can make use of the content that you guys are prototyping today. So look for more announcements for this kind of medium. I think we will be doing a Planetarium Dome Game Jam sometime next year. It'll be smaller but more focused. But we did have 2 teams, I think 3 teams attempted, 2 teams presented. So there will be a winner of the Dome games. So that will be announced right at the very end. Next slide. And there is a prize. There is prize money out there for the games that the judges deliberated on. It was very tough. There were plenty of amazing games, so the deliberation was hard. But definitely kudos to every single person here that worked really hard on their games, and I hope after the event you guys still put some energy into it to polish it up, and maybe it can be a thing, or maybe you learn something from it. So I think next slide, and then we should just get on to going through the teams and playing their video. And as each team gets announced, come on down here, and I want you guys to say what your team name is or game name is. Introduce everybody what you guys did and what was it that you learned over the weekend. Tell us how that experience went. And then hopefully this lets us get through all the presentations very quick. So Matt, who's coming up?
Ladies and gentlemen, real quick, I'm going to give the full order if that's okay. We're going to go Carrier, First Mars and the Stars, Grind, Jump 2, Mission, Moonbound, Orbital Fallout, Beaches and Dreams, Planetarium Adventures, Shipbreaker Reset, Spaceball, Space Rack, Strong Arm Shuttles, and The Horizon We Lost. So that means that our first lovely participants will be Carrier.
When you're ready, and then tell us game name.
Yeah, that's good. Hi, okay. Hi, everybody. Good evening. I'm Wyatt Martilluk. I'm the game designer for Carrier, and I'm Tyler Diaz. I'm the programmer for Carrier, and I'm really excited to show you guys what we made this weekend. It's a first-person survival game where you take care of your spaceship as it's heading to its destination Earth. It's going to be falling apart, and the video will speak for itself, hopefully. But mine's the player error at the end. They get stuck on the door a little bit, so I just made games, okay?
Oh, we lost it.
Yeah, so what you guys are seeing right now, and I can talk over this. What you're seeing right now is the players going around the ship, fixing the different systems right now. They're in the navigation room, or the cockpit, pressing buttons, making sure that the ship's flying correctly. We got some vending machines in there because you can't upgrade the space. And right now I'm heading over to the med bay. And you can see we have our host there who's got an alien parasite that we're transporting to the Earth. And in the top left corner, you can see the different statuses of the systems. Some of them are going critical, they're about to fail maybe. He's going the opposite direction of where he should be, which is interesting. It's actually because he sees that he's running low on fuel in the bottom left corner, that yellow bar. So he's going to pick up a fuel canister, bring it over here, because if the ship runs out of fuel, he's not going to make it to Earth. So here's the it's a little bit loud, sorry about that. And so the player's just going from room to room, fixing these different systems as they react to random events that occur. So you saw one, which is an asteroid crashing into the ship in that little hole in the wall. And right here, the gravity went out, so that's why he's up on the ceiling. And then you kind of go up and down, and it makes it a lot harder to move around the ship. So right here, you can see that he's heading not towards the gravity generator, he's heading to the med bay so he can get some more oxygen and actually treat the host, which is very important. That he does that as one of the loose conditions. But instead of grabbing oxygen like he should, he totally walks away from it. And you're probably going to see the consequences of that here in a second. And he's heading to the generator, and he gets stuck up here. It's not the best at the game, but he runs out of oxygen and he dies. So that's the game. I'm supposed to tell you all what I learned today. So I learned that Tyler's a pretty kick-ass programmer, and together we make a pretty awesome team. We got this game done, and I think we scoped it really well, and I think that was probably the most important thing is that we didn't overblow our idea at the beginning. So what we set out to make was very attainable, and we attained it. Now, I'll just add to that, well, obviously it was attainable because we did it. I think it was still, just on the edge of attainable, and so I think we're pretty proud of what we're able to do as just the two of us. And this was our first game jam, so it was super fun, and yeah.
Thank you guys. Very impressive for your first game jam. Matt, what's the next team?
Alrighty, the next team up is First Mars and the Stars, but I have some bad news. We did not receive a video for them, so I want everyone to point at him and yell shame. Please come up to the booth because you will be demoing your thing live. Let's hope you're good at your game.
Is it possible? Let's get next team.
Since the dawn of man, humans have looked to the stars, wondering what lay beyond this pale blue dot we call home.
Click.
Our journey into the heavens begins 32,000
Oh,
years
who's
ago
got that?
in
Up there?
prehistoric Germany, where the twinkling lights of the night sky will inspire the creation of an astonishing masterpiece.
Hi. I'm Josh. One of the lead dev, I guess, as it were, behind the First Mars and the Stars. It's a narrative-driven point-to-point adventure game where your goal is to move through some of the key points in the history of space travel and learn a little bit about what the future might have in store for us as we move beyond Mars and into the stars. So the story that we're telling here is a story about what may have, in some historians' estimation, been the very first star chart ever created from in ancient times by a Stone Age human with a mammoth tusk and a serpent. So what we're doing here is we're combining our. So this is a narrative game, and so we have we kind of lean into some of the inspiring aspects of the narration.
So far away lay the constellations that inspired the ancient work of chisel and bone. That is, until a 17th century polymath named Galileo found a way to bring the heavens to us.
So you'll hear a lot of great music in here. Thanks Dave, who also won an awesome video game controller for his really cool sample trip. Congratulations on that, Dave. That's probably
Streaming right here. We're streaming right here.
So yeah, so right here we're Galileo putting together a telescope. And yeah, I mean we go on about. All right, so yeah, we need to wrap up here. Sorry. Yeah, so this is Galileo with the telescope and discovering different aspects of the universe that were previously.
More than 400 years after Galileo first pointed his telescope to the heavens, humanity finally took its first tentative steps into the cosmos.
Can you say your name? Wait back for this again. My name is Jeremy. This is Josh. He's the team lead and the programmer. I'm the artist here. I'll let Josh take over. Yeah, we learned that we can actually make a game. We've never actually made a game before. Create a small scope game in 48 hours and deliver it in its entirety. And so I feel really good about that. And feel like we learned a lot throughout the process. Thank you.
This is the three of us on stage here. It was our first time making a game, so we learned a lot. We learned how to make a game, like you guys did.
But we had one other teammate, April, and she helped you, and she did an awesome job. She helped with the artwork and just really delivered. But she's been here before, and I hear she's a winner. So we were really grateful to have her.
Alrighty, next up is Grime, or Grime. Everything's capitalized. How about these times?
Do you mind pulling up the one on the itch page? It's about 6 minutes long. This is the older one.
Alright.
Sorry.
You're standing in front of my little button thing to press. Thank you.
There you go.
Is that the one?
Yeah, that's it.
Alright.
Do you mind upping the resolution? If it's not Oh, okay. There you go. Okay, yep, this is Grime, everyone. Let me introduce everyone more. This is just recording for when the judges came around. So we'll be just like doing voiceover. It's just pretty much raw gameplay. But I'll introduce everyone. I'm Tyler. I was the mixer, and I was the tech art and all the UI integration.
My name's Nabil. I did all the programming.
My name is Lisa. I did environment part and movement.
My name is Jeremy. I did the astronauts 3D model, and I also did a couple of props for the game.
My name is Chris. I did the character animation and the slime model and some of the crafting table assets.
Hi, my name is Desiree. I did the UI design.
I guess we should probably explain what Grime is. Oh, sorry.
I'm David. I did the music and sound effects.
So Grime is just the really overscoped game idea. It was the open world survival multiplayer crafting game. And we actually accomplished a lot of that, which is surprising. But it was a lot of fun. So right now, I think I'm just solo, and we're going in and I'm just kind of exploring the tier 1 zone. We have it split up into 3 zones. Yeah, but then you see everyone joining. These are all real players joining. And this is like live, and this is all in the mobile player, or just the local network here. And so we're able to walk around and punch each other, and you can even drop items to each other. So I quickly pulled up and kill each other. So there's 3 tiers of items. We have a crafting system and an inventory system. 3 tiers, we have axe, pickaxe, and then we have 2 weapons. So here's a huge store, which is great for killing time. So this game is actually a lot of fun if you're like playing with other people right in front of you. You can see them being like mischievous. Oh, and the most important thing in this game we added, it was breakdancing. So we're gonna there's a whole section for that, but we're gonna get into that.
So if you have enough self-hatred, and you want to express that in 48 hours, you add networking to an already difficult genre to pull off. You have online I'm really proud of this breakdown.
So I guess the goal of this game, we didn't really have not an in-game per se. It turned into more of a social game, I guess, where you kind of just hang out with friends in this little open world and kind of farm and trade things together and trade stuff. But we're still hanging out in the tier 1 environment, but you can go to the tier 2 and the tier 3, and stuff gets harder to hit, slimes get bigger, and it's just it just gets progressively harder. And you can see blue is tier 1, green is tier 2, and then purple is tier 3, and you'll unlock them as you get resources you've never picked up before. So you see I'm going to pick up where I have picked up this piece of wood, the green wood, and the green stone, and then I'll unlock the next level recipe. That's just the general gameplay. Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Oh, I didn't talk about consumables and stuff too, but the middle of it was in the last few minutes of the consumable system. I don't know if this got in, but we added like slime, why not for fact, we added slime stuff that you can eat, you know, giving health, and then some things will actually take health away from you. I don't know if it's got in, but there's like human flesh, human eyes, stuff like that. But that's a bad thing, it would actually take health away from you, so don't do that. Be like this. But that's pretty much it. I'm not sure how much, I think we just break it into the history, but that's pretty much the loop. I think the rest is just me talking to them and answering questions and stuff. Yeah, so we were the grind team. I think we went through everyone and kind of explained, yeah, we kind of know what roles they did. Yeah, thanks for watching.
I feel like this is a really good case study on how to not do a game jam.
You were warned. I think that's some good results, to be honest.
Game jam is where you can.
That's pretty ambitious. But they did deliver pretty well.
Maybe that is what you're supposed to do at game jam. Next up.
Alrighty, next up is Jump, not the first, but the second.
Hello, I'm Nicholas Walker, and I'm the only person who worked on Jump 2. Everything except for the sound effects. So basically, you're an astronaut going to space, space shuttle to collect internet to clean space. And what it is slow for some reason. It's not working software, but trust me, running better. Basically, you see there's an engine, there's a solar panel. Right there is a satellite view that was launched by a space shuttle a couple times. There's more coming up. And basically, you basically try to collect as much as possible and survive on the people. And there is a space shuttle pile. There is a heat shield pile. And there's a bag from the Apollo era, which I don't blame the astronauts going into space as eat shit. I'm doing it, eat shit. And there should be a Pepsi can coming up. Just so we know. And a truck here, there's a Pepsi can. Right there. We're doing videos right now. Matt, go to the multiplayer video and please mute the audio because there's a bug for some reason that cuts the audio, so I want to say everyone hears, so please don't let it mute. Yeah. So basically, we have two modes. There's high score mode, kill mode, and low score mode. So basically, in high score mode, it's the same as single player with 2 people, where you have to get as much junk as possible, like let the junk kill you. Kill modes where you just try and kill each other, which is a lot of fun. And then the low unschool modes where you try to collect as much junk as possible. And thank you Ryan for helping me record the multiplayer.
Jump 2. Ladies and gentlemen, next up is Mission Moonbound. Indeed, the game again, who you guys are, what you did, what you learned. Good evening, everybody. Sorry. Good evening. There we go.
So this is, my name is Jonathan. I am the team lead for Mission Moonbound.
My name is Sean De La Cruz. I'm a programmer and I work on the audio as well. Lesson I learned is doors take a lot of time on the engine.
But I got it done.
My name is Savion Thomas, and I was a designer. I did mostly all of the level design and most of the menus for the game. And one thing I learned that you can't skip steps in the process of design, and you have to make sure you design everything out, or otherwise things are going to come together.
My name is Joe. I'm very new to the industry, so I'm just gaining experience and everything.
My name is Devin, and I'm the artist.
My name is Jeremy Pineda. There's a whole bunch of Jeremys in here, and I don't know if there's going to be more to come. I was a programmer on the team, and in another area, helping the research as well on our topic. I'm going to pass back to Jonathan for the rest of the game.
And we also had an external artist that wasn't present with us, Logan, called Samantha Beagle. She really helped us a lot with a couple of assets that we really needed. So, Mission Moonbound. This is more of a serious game, more of a simulation style. So we tried our best to simulate how an astronaut would survive on the moon. So the moon has low gravity, so you need to move around a lot so your muscles don't deteriorate. There is a higher concentration of radiation because there's no layers in the moon like we have on Earth. So radiation is a very big problem over there. There's also, like, how can I say this? Since you're alone and you don't take care of yourself in the moon sometimes, you may start deteriorating and slowly going insane. And we tried our best to make it as realistic as possible with the time we had in our hands.
So during gameplay, let's kind of just explain what you see here on the screen. Of course, you see the gameplay. At your top left-hand corner of the screen, you're going to see a gauge. This gauge represents your radiation level. Radiation typically is going to hit you mostly when you're outside the base station. We wanted to kind of make that get the users to feel safe while being inside the base station. But of course, that's not always the case. You need to step outside the base station to do some things. So we placed some panels, some objects outside to prepare and do maintenance on the base station. We really wanted to capture things such as vision loss, vision distortion, exhaustion, which you can see over here on the right-hand side. You have mental stamina, and there's like a little ramen bowl over here, which is your food, your sustenance. We put a combination of both food and your drink intake, which will lower this. All this kind of goes all together with your health. As you're up there in space, you have a lot of tasks and things you got to take care of, but you also got to make sure you take care of yourself. And we really wanted to capture this as a user going through this to kind of give that one little sense of urgency, but experience of what the worst that can happen.
So overall, I believe we with the time we had, was able to get at least something similar to how life on the moon would actually be.
There is audio in the game, it's just on the video recording, I didn't exactly have the volume all the way up on OBS.
Don't worry if that happens. Good job, Bryson. Next team, and actually we'll speak a little bit closer to this side, since there's an open camera over there, so.
The next team that is up is Orbital Fallout.
To those on the live stream, sorry for butt shots.
Hello, everybody. My name is Juan. I was one of the programmers in Orbital Fallout, and here's Judy.
Hi everyone, I'm Julia, and I'm also one of the programmers for our team.
And I'm Josh Harris. I was the artist for the game.
And our team needed.
Apparently not it.
Yeah.
So our game was a VR survival. So the idea was you're waking up from cryo sleep on a space station to blaring alarms. All of a sudden everything's going down and you need to get out to the escape pod. So using anti-gravity, the gravity is lost, so you're having to float around and use walls and objects about to get down the hallway to the escape pod, but oh my gosh, it's broken, you gotta figure it out. So it's almost like a little bit of an escape room with a space twist, right?
Yep. It's a VR too.
So one thing I learned is that even in space, you're not safe in spiders. So as you can see, we have objects floating about. Their gravity's off, there's scratches and blood on the wall. Something happened, you don't know, you're asleep. It's time to get out, right? So even living outside space, there's no help. So a great mechanic in this game was being able to just kind of free float around. It was a challenge, but it was also a lot of fun and a great experience in VR. Having to grab onto walls and objects and just kind of float around. We're almost there. Hit the red button. There we go. We're headed back to space. So the video actually shows you going all the way from space down to SpaceX's launch pad. Launch pad 39.
Yeah, so in the video, I'm not sure we're going to show it again, but we actually sped up the video a little bit, so it makes the experience a little bit easier when you get done to watch the landing all the way down to Earth.
Great job. Next team. Please come up to the stage. Peaches and Brains.
beaches all the way from Mars, all the way to home in space, Florida, for fun party. And we start off on Mars, which is belongs to Elon Musk, and he has a bunch of Cybertrucks and Teslas that we have to get through, or just send away so we can get home. And to move things and obstacles out of the way, we send love. So you're going to see our projectiles with cars. And this is the amazing team that made it all happen.
I'm Anthony. I'm the programmer and the team lead.
I'm Jeremiah. I'm one of the meeting models.
My name is Jonathan Montague. I am the sound designer and the video editor. That's why it looks bad.
I'm Josh Jones. I did a lot of the 3D models and materials and DIY.
Yeah, you'll see. Can you start
This is, because it is the dome series, this is the recording from inside the dome. That's why it's kind of, it's not a full start to finish playthrough, but this is how the game plays.
This is the level for Florida. We have to get through the satellites, which is courtesy of NASA. And here, this is an earlier version of our game, actually. So, it's in there, it's later, okay. So this is the progress you're seeing. And we eventually change the skybox. And, yeah, here's Mars. And we send love, one love into space. And, they're flying at us. We don't want them to fly us. So we our love. And there's anyone up there. I tagged him like crazy. I hope you noticed that. This is not the final product. We worked really hard on it.
Dome footage we could get. We only have so much time in the dome.
Is there any way it's on my phone? Can you show us the final thing? Okay. Well, it's amazing. There's peaches and greens. And we love you. That's it. Thank you.
Great job. And share the final video on social. We'll all check it out. Next game.
Next up is Planetarium Adventures.
Planetarium Adventures.
Hey everyone, this is just a screen cap of proof of concept before just kind of doing a little bit more stuff. But Planetarium Adventures is not necessarily a game, it's an extension of Planetarium software. This is open space. If you could pause it here, I appreciate it. Yeah, thanks. It's an extension of Planetarium software. So this is open space. It's open source Planetarium software. You can see here, this is just for the dome. And in the back, I have a web GUI running in Firefox. So you can go ahead and play it now. Thank you. So what we have is Planetarium directors would like to engage with the audiences more. So my idea was to just have a WordPress plugin essentially for Planetarium. And here I made a poll, and this is not necessarily, this is a manual process, but the idea was to get it automated. I have some of it there. But we have a WordPress site that I deployed on Kubernetes. We have a poll. The idea is to get a QR generator and throw it into the Planetarium dome. So you have that there where people will take a picture of that. submit while they're in the planetarium, and engage with them there. And then at the end of the planetarium session, their essentially a summary of their destination would be posted online to that WordPress site that I have. And I kind of have a running front end. This is actually not the front end. That's just showing that the results work. This is like, some front end in front of you. And that's it. I had a lot of fun.
Next up is Shipbreaker Reset.
And who's next after Shipbreaker?
After Shipbreaker, we have Spaceball.
Spaceball, okay, ready. Go on over to this side.
I'm sorry, I'm a little quiet. I could be louder though.
Heavy running on a reef. Explore the cruise ship and run for your life. And run for your life. Shipbreaker Reset. I knew I should have made the audio louder. In any case, we do have a live player since we were going for a 1997 field. So we're going to pretend that OBS didn't exist in the interest of time.
Is that me?
That's your cue. Hello everyone, this is Angel. He's fantastic.
All the way up? All the way.
Nope, other side. In the meantime, I learned how to get over my fear of crowds. Thank you guys! And what did you learn?
I learned that procedural animation is really cool and fun to do.
Procedural animation is cool and fun to do. Mitch, what did you learn?
That no matter how stressful it is, it's a beautiful time to spend with friends.
Hey everybody, I'm Dennis. I was one of the level designers of the project, and what I love about the project is level design.
Everybody here did at least two things. He did level design, but he also helped with source control. I learned several ways to break source control, and one way to not. I did art, I did production, I was supposed to do narrative, but that's coming next time. We'll see about that. So, we're going to activate, and you can actually see Mitch over there, too. He made himself in 3D. He was wearing that shirt earlier. So, we've recovered from our hard night of drinking to discover that the Shipbreaker Reset has been activated. What does that mean? I don't know, but it sounds scary. We should probably grab a flashlight if you press X to interact. So going into this, you'll notice we have procedural audio. Our friend Ryan was able to do this. If we could all have a moment of silence.
He's not dead.
He's just in Texas. He's not dead. What's in there? Oh, that looks spooky. So it's blocked a bit by the zoom bar, but we're collecting access keys. We need 14. We're not going to collect all 14 because that's kind of time consuming. But I think something dangerous is lurking in the darkness there. Oh, we found you. You gotta run faster. Can you hide from this area? Oh, that was a good dodge there. So for this one, we had a number of level loading scenes that were kind of stacked onto one another. Each one of these rooms is a Unity scene by itself. The art was done between myself and Mitch over here, who is a wonderful animator who knows how to animate things very scarily. And you'll see that soon enough. Our setting is actually aboard a cruise ship. So the idea is that you are aboard the Chad Dimensional cruise liner. And it's not a very fun cruise right now. The power's out. There's not a lot of activities to do other than run. But you can do a lot of running. You can do a lot of running. into this, our thoughts were about how space, we traditionally think about it as like a human endeavor, but what's going to be more practical is to have automated help. And we kind of cross that threshold of automated help with space tourism. So the idea is usually that these kind of robot dogs are either carrying drinks or being your concierge or like just being a personal assistant or a courier. But they can also dispatch intruders. Sick 'em. We're going to start one more time so you can see the wing state, but we do have a wing button, so it's not going to take all 14 words. So were actually very difficult to do. We could have just done this in normal 3D. Everything's rendered in 3D, none of it's 2D. Thank you guys so much. It's been a fantastic game. I'm listening. Loving you, meeting other new people.
Thanks, Ray. That's impressive.
Oh, nice. Thank you.
I don't know if Boston Dynamics is not going to be a sponsor next year, or maybe they will.
Okay.
Now that I got
Next game?
Now that I got my chair back, the next game up is Spaceball.
Spaceball.
Hello, my name is Ross. We're Spaceball, team of 4. There's John, who's in Tennessee, he's our audio designer.
Hi, my name is Moody. I read the 3D assets for the game. I just mainly learned more about what goes wrong when you put 3D assets in Unreal. It's kind of the first time I tried to import into Unreal, and I learned how to fix that stuff. So that was good.
Unreal told him that his polygons were degenerate, so try not to take it personally. So I'm AJ. I did the UI design, art, and programming basically, and I learned a lot about Unreal because I had never used it before. So I learned a lot about blueprints and. You know, I think I like Unity's UI system better personally, but I don't know. Maybe I'll like Unreal better if I actually know how to use it.
Oh yeah, I guess I should say I was the lead on the project and another programmer. I learned how to set up an Oculus with a PC and connect it to Unreal. It only took me 10 hours. I wish I was exaggerating, but not. And I got a bunch of other experience with Unreal Blueprint stuff that I've done before. It was a good review, but it wasn't as painful, so it's not as notable. Yeah, so play the video now. So basically, Spaceball started out as kind of an idea of you're astronauts in space trying to entertain yourself, and you made kind of a racquetball type of game. It's not the greatest video, and also this was from a little bit before, and it looks a lot better now. We've done a couple hours more work on it. But yeah, basically the idea is you have your paddles to play racquetball with, and you have to use them. They have little thrusters on the end of them that you can use to float around in zero gravity and push yourself around with the thrusters. So basically, in order to go up, you kind of have to do an Iron Man type of thing, and then in order to go forward, you can either do this, or you can do kind of a Naruto run. And yeah, that's the movement, and then the goal is to hit the targets on the wall. We don't have any sound, but there's sound in the game now. And AJ put in UI as well. And also, the goal is to not get conceded on and to go behind you. It's not the best gameplay at the minute here, but in theory, it is quite great. Also, I'm proud of the skybox that AJ put together, and it's really cool and starry out the window. Also, on the other side, there's a model of Earth, which I'm also kind of proud of. Moody here did a good job modeling that. And I'm proud of it because it rotates, and even though it took me about 5 seconds to do that, it's just really cool. I think that's it.
Woo. Great job, guys.
Pluto's Revenge was not able to be with us in the presentation, but he sent me something to read out while we play his video. So before the video, he would like to say thanks to the Dignitas, I don't actually know how to pronounce that, Technologies for supporting our team and sponsoring the Space Jam. I'm sorry for butchering your name for sponsoring us. Space Rat, Pluto's Revenge is a platformer instead of platformer, in which you play the role of Pluto, who has escaped Space Lab Rat from the International Space Station. Tired of hearing scientists say that Pluto, his namesake, was no longer a planet, he escapes in the dark of space to prove the world, no, the universe wrong. Pluto is awesome.
That happens to me too when I eat a lot of that.
What did we learn? That making games possible and fun in a short time. That everyone has something they can contribute. That it's okay to pivot if something isn't working. That tutorial videos are our friends. That it's important to sleep. We learn that by not doing any. And most importantly, that we are a group of people that want to contribute doing this together. We also learn animation and Unity. Collaborative thinking can be fun, and sometimes breaks lead to breakthroughs. And sometimes we learn that we've been doing things all wrong hours. We've enjoyed creating something new and being part of a collaborative team. We like group projects when all the personality click, and joking around through stress can be fun. Thank you so much, Space Rat, for that. And now, we have Strong Arm Shuttles to the stage.
I'm a programmer, and I learned that I am going to send the last videos thing. Tutorial videos are
I'm Brian, and I was an assets artist for both 2D and 3D. You'll see some of my creativity in this video here. I learned if you kick my PC too hard at blue screens. Not for a video to say.
I'm Nick. I did the audio, the music, and the video editing, so sorry it's not that great. No, I also did the music for the last game as well, so thank you for that, you guys. I guess one thing I learned is no matter how much stuff you want to bring to a game jam, you're always going to want more of it. So, yeah.
I think this video is going to be great. I am William Bertrand. I was the project lead for this game and also the programmer. What I learned was working with other programmers in a type of situation can be difficult, but it's also very rewarding. But sometimes things happen, and that's where I'll leave it. Launch to the stars. Dodge, take action. The tourists, the outfitters. So the game was based around the concept of gravitational assists in payload launches from the Earth. Basically, what that big spinning thing was, saw the rocket attached to was a giant coil of wire that can attach to payload shuttles, etc., and use its rotational force gains from the gravitational acceleration of astral bodies to basically launch anything into space with mass without too much fuel. You know, it helps save on fuel load, weight, which also allows the rocket to go faster. It's basically a solution to having a lot of fuel in the future of space travel. That was our game and our presentation, and yeah, I hope you guys download it on itch.io and have a good time.
Thanks a lot. Alrighty, we have the last game for tonight, the Horizonly Lost. However, this team also did not get us a video, so I want you to point at them and yell shame.
Say shame. Yes, the shame fuels me. Thank you. So I hate to be that guy, but I'm going to go ahead and do a little setup here for you. Hold on with me. If you want to find the cutest cat videos to show with the background, you can support it.
Bring back Pikachu.
Anthony, do you want to help me present this so that I can talk with Mike and not be in headset at least? Yes, appreciate it.
We don't even need to keep up. You want to...
Yeah, it's one.
Austin, is that a quest too? I'm glad you asked. Yes. What's the next catch-up? It was more than nothing, but less than a lot. Was it available? Sometimes you also have to return it first when you open it up. Did that happen to you? Yes. Glad you asked.
Austin, we have to connect that laptop to the projector. Is that what you need? Oh, okay.
So we have all of this one.
Yeah, we're ready to see whenever he's done. So I guess just emphatically start waving at me when you're ready.
All right. Turn it on. Well, I already should be on actually, so don't touch anything. Let me see real quick. I'm gonna watch it for you. I'm gonna hand it to you.
All right. And I promise I will give you a fun little spiel in a moment.
Austin's used to closing out a show under high pressure situations.
Here you go. Thank you for bearing with me. Did not put kitten vote videos up, but that's fine.
Hello. Ooh, I love that. Love the sound of my voice. Hello, everybody. Thank you. I'm last. It's awesome. Because I know you all are tired, which is why I asked for kitten videos. All right. You guys good? Good? Seeing each other okay? All right. Can you, wait. Actually, can I get everybody to say in unison, 3, 2, 1, launch that app. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Launch that app. I hope you actually heard me. Can you launch that app? Because that would be really embarrassing. Aw, yeah.
What are you doing?
Yes, give administrative control here.
No. That is. What did you do? Why would you do this to me?
Can you all picture that or something?
Oh, yeah! Okay, can you start launching that actually? What is going on here?
What resolution is this?
It's a 32 by 32 bit.
Alright, so I know you all can see my new Alright, that's awesome. Okay, well, we're going to just do it live. So, my name is Austin. Yeah, sure, okay. My name is Austin Benzon. We created a team from Easter Games and Simulation. We wanted to kind of come out and engage with the organization, with the community. There's noise going on. What up? Okay, so our project was this massive overscope thing that we had no business doing, but we went ahead and shot for it anyway. This is most of what we have put together. I will have to show you this on a different computer later because I really want you guys to see this. So if you want to see it, come find me after. Well, I'll show it not in. Yeah. Okay. So the idea of the game originally was that we were going to have an artificial intelligence versus players, with the administrator kind of helping with them. Then we realized that Otan said no, and fought us the entire time. Then our repo exploded, and then we had to, don't trust the standard Unity git anymore. It will destroy your project. So, our project features 2 player VR people right here, right now, on stage live in front of you, waving to each other. Hey, give us a wave. You can kind of see them. This looks actually kind of nice. I like this aesthetic. It's like very retro. It does not look like that in the headsets. Like I promise you that you won't. So can we get a high five on you two? So this is 2 astronauts in space that are floating around in zero gravity. They can actually grab on the walls and kind of push themselves around. And there's some stuff and shrapnel and fires and whatnot. Come on, guys, we gotta get that high five. What are you doing? There we go. Okay. All right.
So yeah, the general idea was, what we wanted to walk away from was the proof of concept that we can throw people in zero gravity into these situations that can potentially be stressful, and have them kind of work as a unit. We got about 50% of the way there. So we're actually going to continue developing this, bring this to NAS and show you all what the final product would look like. But at least if you want to like check it out and play it, talk to me, we'll figure out a way to keep you into that. So you just float around in like a nice little zero gravity metaverse. Hashtag. All right, thank you. Yeah, thank you. That's it. Oh, before I forget, I said my name, did not talk about my amazing team. So we had Chris Perry, who is sick and remote, unfortunately. We have Michael Fiorello, I'm totally butchering that, who is our single artist who created all the assets, including the character models. It was a daunting task, but he accomplished it. We had one network programmer, which was Adrian Lennon, and we had Jose Hernandez working on the development of the hazards, and myself working on the VR implementation, and all the other stuff that unfortunately was not in the product. All right, thank you very much.
Hey, we're Boston and team. I know it's not easy to put together a game in 48 hours, but you guys got it, it's functional and working. There's always going to be hiccups. But everybody here learned something, even if it took 10 hours to get something to work, you did learn something, and it will take less hours later on. So we're here at the end of the show, and there are some teams to be awarded prizes. So I'm going to announce at least the Dome ones, and then maybe I'll invite Dale up on stage to announce the Space Florida winning ones in order. So for the Dome games, now when I announce you, I'd like you guys to come down here and then just kind of pose for a picture. And then, at the very end, we want everybody to kind of like get in a little bit towards the middle, and we're going to take a group shot, and that's the end of Space Jam. And then you'll see a lot more being posted online, pictures and videos from this evening, and you'll just see, if you guys are still working on games, please do post them up online too. So for the Dome games, and both were very ambitious, and definitely appreciate the hard work and technical work that went into doing that. But the winning Dome game is Peaches and Dream.
Thanks. I do want to make a point of saying, as every year, this is a utterly, purely subjective process. So if you didn't win, that doesn't mean you didn't have the best prize. It just means that the group of judges had to come to some consensus, and we came to whatever we did. And if you didn't win, we hope you come back and try again next year. And if you did win, we're damn well expecting you to come back and try again. Start with third place.
First Mars, then Stars. Yeah, I see all of it.
Second place, $1,500. Grind.
I'd like to thank the Academy. I don't really have a speech. This was very stressful but very fun.
It's also my first game jam, so yeah, but thank you. This is also my first game jam, any kind of jams in general, so I'm glad to be part of this game.
I just want to say thank you to the judges for their decision, and we have a very talented team behind us, and I hope every one of these guys goes on to kick some ass in the industry.
Great job. And the moment you've all been waiting for. The winner of the, what is this, seventh annual Indie Galactic Space Jam, the winner of the $3,000 prize is Mission Moonbound.
Yeah, absolutely. I'd like to thank everyone here. Thank the judges, thank IndieNomicon, thanks to Florida, Space Force, everybody here. A lot of the time throughout the week, we heard people just tell us about our game and tell us that the art was really nice and they enjoyed a lot of things about it. My team as well. Our artist who's not here with us, Sam Beagle, thank you very much, Sam. Your absence was greatly appreciated. And yeah, thank you.
So I gotta say, I'm in shock. This is my first game jam. This is the first time I'm leading a team. This is the first time I've ever experienced this. My friend Jeremy here told me they're gonna have a game jam this weekend. You should totally come. It's gonna be a blast. It has indeed been a blast. It has been amazing. The experience has been amazing. I learned that I can actually speak in front of people. I can actually have confidence in myself and speak to a giant crowd here. So I'm very proud of myself. I learned something new about myself. So that's good. And really, it's been an amazing experience. I met an amazing team. And really, nothing could have happened. This product wouldn't have existed without this great team. Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, shout out to the Doors.
Just thanks for the sponsors and everyone and all the games that I thought were very amazing. We appreciate being here. My team was great, and I truly enjoyed working with y'all and doing what we love to do, make video games.
Woo!
Thank you.
Thank you all. We had a really great time and a really great showing. Again, thank you to all the sponsors, for all of you for coming and attending. Many thanks to the judges that came and gave their time. They actually come up whether you do a round of applause, I think you guys did a really great job. It was really tough to go through all those and deliberate.
First one up.
Maybe real quick, just mention your name and where you're from, and then any parting words.
Dale Ketchum with Space War. Brian Collins. I'm a former Disney grad student now an innovation consultant.
Sarah Shell, also at Space Florida.
Jason Ketchum. I'm an environmental consultant, and I love to play video games. You guys killed it this year. Really gets better every year.
John Lake, electrical engineer out of UCF.
Also, Florida High Tech Corridor. Great job, everybody.
Thank you all. And there's one final bit of business, which is the team picture. So we want everybody to huddle in at least as close as you can to the center. We'll get a picture, and we'll take one with Wally there, and then one is going to go crazy. And then that's the end of Space Jam. Don't forget to pick up anything that you left behind. Hopefully the room is all clean. And then we'll see you guys next time. There is going to be another game jam in November, the Armed Forces Jam. You guys are going to get an email for that. It's going to be big. And it's going to be November 4th through the 7th. Let's get ready for that.